Gospel goodies.
Gospel goodies. Gospel goodies.
This is Gospel Goodies. Kind of like junk in, junk out. You know, it's kind of like what we eat is what we release. You know, it's what we expel. And I mean, if you really have an interest in something, if you have an interest in a girl, we talk all day. We text all day. That's all we're doing is texting. It's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? And for that whole week or so, I am fully immersed in this girl. And it's almost inevitable that I begin to like her more. It's almost unavoidable. So I would say to anybody that's, interested in God, interested in feeling like they're not getting everything out of the whole God experience and there's more, give it a little more time, give it more interest, give it more effort. We spend a lot of time listening to music on the radio, and the more times that music plays, the more we like it. Normally, we didn't like the first time, but now it's the jam. And, maybe something about Jesus or something about church or something gospel or whatever didn't hit you the first time. It might have piqued your interest, but it was boring. Well, listen to it again. I bet you'd like it again. And, it's just a phenomenon. We consume what we like, and we like what we consume. So if you want Jesus, just consume more things around him. I'm blessed that maybe I'm just kind of crazy bold about it. That regardless of the environment, I know who got me here, and I know what message got me here, and so I'm sticking to it.
Did you grow up in the church, or did you kind of come about the Jesus way in your life?
Well, both. I think. It's a misnomer that people that go to church are just automatically deep. Sometimes you can grow up in church, and I played the organ, I played the drums. I was there all the time. My first girlfriends were all at church. Everything. My social network, I had a lot of it at church. But I didn't know God for real until college. So all that time I was getting accustomed to the culture and the music and the people, and all that is good. It's cool. It's great. I love gospel music and the culture that comes with it. But knowing God sometimes is separate, and I had to really, first of all, realize that I was special. I realized that some of the stuff that goes down, particularly in college, it didn't fit right with me. Now I tried it, or I did it, or I did it often, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, what is that? I don't feel like me. That feels like I'm living beneath my potential. That feels like I'm doing it because other people are doing it. I'm feeling like I'm just letting that song play over and over until I like it. And I had to realize that there was something different about me, and I had to rest in that difference. And now, it's paying dividends. I'm realizing that that I wouldn't have had a long future. It might have been fun or turnt or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But my future wasn't in that. My destiny wasn't in that. My happiness wasn't in that. That was just fun, I guess. But my happiness, my future, my joy, my true calling was actually in a totally different direction. And so I went in that direction. The more I go, the more fun, the more happiness, the more full circle it all comes, that this is actually the enjoyable life for me. I just messed with him because one day I was on the court and I had my friend with me, and I said, videotape me, hitting some jumpers, and I put it out there because I know we've always talked about hooping and how we're going to do it at some point, and we're going to show we're going to see who's better and who's not. Ty Tribbett, all these folks. I was in a celebrity basketball game with the Stellars once with James Fortune and Isaac Curry, and of course my team won. Of course I was killing the game. Yeah. So it's just fun. I do hoop. I've done that longer than I've sung. So I like playing basketball. I like playing other instruments. I like painting a little bit. I'm not saying I'm amazing at any of these things, but I like doing it. Of course, I just like hanging out with friends. Going to the movies, doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Chicago's a great city, particularly in the summer. So even just walking around and hanging out, it's all good with me.
So who's your favorite basketball team? Is it Chicago?
Oh, definitely. I'm all citied out. All Chicago Bulls, Bears, White Sox, not the Cubs though. Fire, Blackhawks. I'm all Chicagoed out. if I had a team outside of them, it'd be Golden State. I'm a Steph Curry fan. It's called Life Music Stage 2. It's really just about the normal everyday life of a Christian, where to put your attention, how to deal with pressure, what to pursue, what not to pursue. I have a song called Stay High. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about not staying on drugs, not staying high, but literally kind of rising over temptation. You can't catch a bird while it's flying in the air. No, you got to wait till it comes to the ground. You can't trap a saint while they're in mid-flight. The devil has to wait till we come down. So I'll stay high. And, it's all just about stuff like that, about trying to live this thing out. That's the important part. We learn about it, we hear about it, we receive it with joy, but now we got to live it out. And so this whole album is just about stuff like that. It's really diverse musically. I got a lot of different genres, I guess, going on. There's some me, which is, acoustic and folky, and then there's some R&B-ish stuff, there's some pop-ish stuff. I have a little bit of hip-hop on there. I was gonna rap, but they didn't let me. So we got.
Where does your style come from? Because you kind of in your music is more.
I guess I can't take any credit for it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really just started writing based on my own strengths and weaknesses. I couldn't even play the guitar that well, but it's just the way I heard it. That's just the way I heard it, the way I sang it, and it was literally a conversion of conversations into a song. I'll have a conversation with you, and we talk about blah 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 blah, and I'd be like, "Yeah, man, that sucks. That sucks. That really really sucks." No, it would happen, really organically like that. Rarely was I like, I'm about to write a song now. But it was just I'm living and I'm talking and I'm running my mouth and I'm listening to them run their mouth and I just heard something or realized something, and that's what I put in the music. And so hopefully it's still conversational. Hopefully it's still like, yeah, that thought process. Should I go or should I not go?
Can you sing for us why people should buy your album?
Should I sing? Okay. My album, Life Music Stage 2. I really believe the words will help you. And if you can just listen to the songs, I promise you won't go wrong, because it's really relatable. And hopefully the album cover presents a man that's dateable. And the inspiration is traceable, because it comes from God. Oh.
Wait,
I
so
tried.
the album cover, there are words behind you. What's that about?
That's actually pressure. So I mean,
Is that your handwriting?
yeah, that's my handwriting. We just want to get over the fact that the basis of this album, even with the cool music and the riffs and the whatever, at the basis of this album is lyrics. And the closer you listen to the lyrics on this album, the more you're gonna love it, because that's where I really pour my attention, I pour my heart. And so, I mean, hopefully when people see that handwriting, they say this is from him, and this is word driven, this is lyric driven, and yeah, those are the words for pressure.